Welcome back to another episode of We Are Not All There. And actually, some of us are not all here right now. Matt and Sam went to go to the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC reunion tour. So that's where they're at tonight. So who knows? They might not come back. They might become, groupies, roadies? What are they called
We're
nowadays?
gonna sit on their bus for the rest of the term now. We're gonna get them on a podcast episode, and it'll just be them bouncing around the back of the bus.
They're going to have frosted tips.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
I think that was a thing when they were. I mean, I guess they're still popular. Like people still listen to them, right?
But I guess so.
I was never into that music. I
I
grew
never
up
really
listening
was.
to fucking, what was it, grunge? Is that what it was called back in the
I
90s?
think yeah, they called it grunge. My God, I was just punk rock, the whole time.
So what is punk rock in the 90s though?
Well, I don't. Well, I guess not '90s for me. I'm talking like early, like mid
Oh,
2000s.
because you're I forget
I'm a little
y'all
boy.
yeah,
I'm a young boy.
you are much younger than me.
Yeah.
I don't even know by how much, but you are.
Yeah, it's a chunk of change because I got lucky and I rode around with my sister a lot in her '98 I think Nissan Maxima.
Oh, classy.
So yeah, I got to listen to
Good Charlotte, Blink 182. Like I don't know
I mean
that kind of.
honestly there was a lot of Blink 182 in there. There was some what else did we listen to? Evanescence. Uh,
See, Evanescence was on the rock station, so to me that was rock. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
and yes,
Yeah.
any of our 5 viewers who actually fucking watch this, if they ever comment, they're gonna be like, yeah, no, Evanescence isn't rock. But like back in that day, it was rock.
Let's see here. Who
But
else do we have? There was a day to remember hanging out in there, stuff like that. So
so before we get too far into it, my beer tonight. Look at it. Look at this fucking. It
Clown
is
Shoes Galactica Drink like Dank Nebula. Oh,
Dank Nebula. It is a West Coast style IPA. I hate IPA, so I don't know why I'm fucking starting with this one. Look at this. Look at this. 7.2%.
Jesus Christmas, my God.
But okay, so it's got this huge thing, your warning label, which I want to read because I glanced over and I was like, wait a second, this is not normal shit. It's not the warning label. The flavor description.
Yeah.
So Adventure 512, an attack. A deep space alarm has sounded. A red herring, no doubt, designed to allow invaders donning 90s tracksuits to slip into Galactica's dank nebula base. Ready as always to defend galactic justice. She takes down the vile ne'er-do-wells. This modern twist on our classic West Coast style IPA features Galaxy Simcoe and Columbus hops, a rich malty base plus dank and stormy hop zoil. I have I don't even know if I have one of those other clown shoes in there. Like,
The only
that's an
thing I
intense
got out
fucking
of that,
description.
the only thing I got out of that was '90s tracksuits in Columbus, Ohio. I don't know.
But like, I mean, and I hate this camera because you can't fully appreciate this art
Yeah.
here.
We can get a
Like,
good view of it, but like, yeah, you're right. It could just because it's far away, but you can still see a good bit of it.
yeah, I mean, if I get closer, it doesn't.
Doesn't focus.
It's like a fucking sci-fi fucking the space assassin.
Yeah. Well, I tonight have something called "Not Your Father's Root Beer" today.
Yeah, I haven't had those in a while. You had that one before?
I have not. I've never had this. Apparently, I
I
can't
think
get it pop up on the screen.
I think you'll enjoy it. Like,
Yeah, 5.9%. So it's up there. It's not too bad. Premium malt beverage with natural and artificial flavors and caramel color.
see, one day I need to get like a different fridge for fucking frosted mugs to pour this shit in. To be like, look at this color. The color is a nice fucking hazily brown. Like I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know. Looks good, tastes good. We all right. I did make a mistake though.
You didn't bring a bottle opener?
I did not realize.
Do you have a screwdriver or something flat and long? Insert dick joke here.
He's been flat a long time. Oh yeah. I might have.
Yeah, a screwdriver. I open because my
I
fucking
have
office is a
something
mess.
that'll work, but I don't really need it to be on camera.
I got a fucking. This is what opens my fucking cans. Is a wrench. Usually it's a flathead screwdriver.
Well, I'm going to do something that normal people would consider giving yourself a Darwin Award, but
Are you opening it with the Second Amendment?
perhaps.
That was a first for me. Obviously, don't show it on camera because somebody might get triggered.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Funny memes, yeah.
this this doesn't taste as good as the description made it sound. Like maybe it tastes like the inside of this fucking '90s tracksuit when she's done fighting crime.
Oh my god. What does that mean? Sweat?
Hmm.
Does it taste like sweat? This is not going according to plan. I'm sorry. I'm not trained in using my Second Amendment items in bottle opening. I really did not intend to do that.
So grip it like you're giving yourself a fucking handy. Obviously, as hard as my hand, like squeeze like you're trying to break that shit off. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, like you gotta have something. Like fucking put it on the desk and nap the shit out of
It's
it.
a glass desk. I don't think I'll risk that.
And we see your whole fucking camera go through the desk.
Everything just drops right there. Hang on, I think I can get it. If I can not miss. Fuck yeah!
Hey, I heard it. Did you chip the desk?
Yeah. Huh? What? Oh
Did you chip
no.
the desk?
No, I didn't trip the desk. I did it on the other item.
Oh, okay. The
I got
Second Amendment item.
Yeah, there's a point in which you can attach a sling that is metal, and I just went on it. And now
Huh.
there's alcohol on my sock.
That you need to learn how to pour better, or I guess not pour. You need to learn how to open a beer better.
Well, yeah, I need some practice in that. Usually it's a little easier for me. Okay,
Like I said,
I'm a liquor main. I usually just open the bottle.
I mean that's true. Like I'm a fucking jack of all trades, or is
Smells delicious.
it fucking take a drink of it. Take a drink.
Oh, you really get the vanilla out of it.
I'm waiting. In podcast form, it's an awkward silence, but in video form, like everybody can see me waiting on you.
I am going to make a fucking root beer float with that and get drunk as hell.
They're
That's exactly
fucking.
what I'm going to do. That is delicious.
It's fucking delicious,
Hands
right?
down, my guy. That is a dangerous beverage to have around. That is amazing. I'm gonna have to hand one of those to my brother so he can indulge.
I mean, I last time I had one was fuck. I was married the second time. What? Fucking 2015, New Year's Eve.
I like how you match your alcohols to which marriage you were in.
Yeah, well, 'cause you got to think like so. For me, it was like the military. So the first
yeah,
2 years would be
so-
up until 2010. So anything between 2010 and 2016, I have to base it off where I was in life. So like,
yeah. Yeah, because you don't have anything really else to base off of because all of your
like,
time is based on location.
well, sorry, I thought I stepped on fucking something fuzzy. I got fucking scared.
I was about to say, yeah. Off camera, you were just talking about your other cat having to be dragged out from under the bed. I'm like, well, now you really are abusing the cat today.
No, my cats don't come to the basement because my dog is down here.
Yes.
Even though I got a cat to join me in my fucking glorious shithole of my office, but like we have not introduced the cats to the dog because the dog would probably make the cats shit themselves.
Oddly enough, our cats get along with the dog better than they do with each other.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like
it's my turn to play with the dog.
like the kitten doesn't care because the kitten is innocent. It tries to get along with everything and just play all the time. So, the dog is indifferent to the cats. It's just like, okay, what's up? This is like the fourth one of y'all I've seen, and you pose no threat to me. So it just hangs out. He just lays there. The kitten likes the older cat, which is let's say the kitten's about 2 or 3 months old now. and the older cat's probably about 7 or 8 months old. The older cat's like, "Fuck you, you little bitch." Hates it most of
Like
the time.
cats are weird. Like why do we have like as I have 3 fucking cats? Why do we have cats as pets? Weird. Like they're so
We
fucking
so
like independent, but like they need your attention. They're like toddlers. Like I guess you wouldn't know, but like I've got 2 of them right now, and
well. I
they're
mean,
independent until they're not.
my
And that's
my nephews are like that. They want to do their own thing, and then they're like, "You play with me now. Do
yeah.
not leave. I will throw a fit." Um,
That was my son earlier this evening. He goes, "Daddy, come with me," because our friends have one of those fucking fancy screen refrigerators, and there's a
oh yeah.
whiteboard that you can draw on. So usually he'll go and he'll play on that when we're over there. Daddy, come play with me over here. I'm like, okay, cool. What do you need me to do? Go away. I'm like, Okay, no, no, stay here. No, I don't want a collar anymore. Can you put it back on? I don't want a collar. I'm like, what the fuck do you want, kid? Like,
He wants you
ah.
to come over and watch. Stand up and sit down. Sit there and stand. I don't know.
Yeah, like fucking, I love him to death. But fuck, kid, figure it out. Like I can't do it all.
The reason why the kid gets angry is because he don't know what's going on either. He brought you over here. I'm like, what did I want to do? He's just
Why did
losing
you
his mind.
follow me?
Yeah.
But no. So this morning you mentioned what is it? Dumb traffic laws and traffic lights.
Yes, I did. Um, there's a reason for that. If you would like me to go ahead and segue into there.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
what I'm waiting for. Like let's like
so,
I am curious about these fucking dumb laws.
so, I want to point out to you, like normal traffic lights, as many people understand, work via like pressure plate or metal like magnetic strips in the road. Okay, so
Yeah.
so when no one else is at a traffic light and your light's red, you pull up to it, you hit the pressure plate, and the light's like, "Oh hey, you're here. We're gonna go ahead and swap the light so you get to go." Perfectly fine, understandable, wonderful.
Yeah.
Works with the flow of traffic. Now, what pisses me off to no end is traffic lights that don't care whether or not there are people there. They are just on a timer.
Oh, yes. The fuck those kinds of lights.
Because not only does it screw up the flow of traffic terribly, but for people like me that work night shift, that, oh, I'm hungry, I didn't want to have normal food tonight, maybe I want to go down to McDonald's and grab myself a McDouble. Let me go ahead and hit every red light, and I am the only person in the middle of the city driving.
Yeah, and you're just like checking your watch, like, I'm gonna change the song now. I'm gonna read a fucking book while I'm sitting here.
I have been at this red light for 5 minutes. I am going to get robbed. Let me go.
That's I feel like that's a
Um,
bit extreme.
No, no. I'm sorry. If someone begins to sprint up to my vehicle in the middle of the city at night, I don't care if the light is red. I'm just putting my foot on the gas.
I
Oh,
mean, I feel like that's I
um,
feel like that's a good response for most people.
yes. What gets me the most, however, is not just regular traffic lights. Down here where I live in the city, they have pedestrian traffic lights as well. So they have really wide crosswalks meant for large swaths of people during the daytime.
Is there usually large fucking crowds of people?
No,
Or was it intended for that? Like the city thought it was gonna boom and it didn't.
pretty much, yeah. It might happen when there's a big event in town. We have a nice arena in town that they set up for anything, conventions, Monster Jam, the circus, stuff like that. They might get used during that. The problem is, excuse me, these large these large area timed traffic lights are nowhere near the convention center, so they're pointless to have in the middle of nowhere.
What the
Um,
fuck?
yeah.
Those engineers at their finest, like,
I
hey,
just
I think this is a great idea. Yeah, sign off on that shit.
I am convinced that the people who have come up with these need to have a mental evaluation. They're the kind of people that wake up, poop, then get out of bed. I don't understand their logic whatsoever. I hate it. Like every single night that I go anywhere at like 2 a.m., I will hit these like traffic lights meant for pedestrians, and they are always red. There is not a soul walking down the street at 2 in the morning. There is
What? There's
not.
not large groups of people walking across these mile wide crosswalks 2 o'clock in the
And
morning.
the worst part is half of them are actually the ones that matter to me are in a construction zone, so you can't even use half the sidewalk anyways. No one can walk down this area at any point during the day. If you cross the crosswalk from the side that you can walk on to the side that you can't, you hit fence and concrete. There's nothing there. And the only time I have come up to that light and it has been green, someone was walking through it anyway, so I had to stop anyway.
I think it's time for you to find a new job. You have terrible night driving luck.
I just don't understand, man. I look at it and I think to myself, someone got paid to be this stupid.
A lot of money.
And
Lowest
why
bidder.
could it not have been me?
Are you a fucking city planner? You a fucking engineer? No, we're just fucking lowly peons.
I'm sorry, traffic enforcement agencies hire, they go, how do you get through the city? And they go, I take the long way around. And then they hire them right there. They're like, oh, you're the person we need. We don't need efficiency in this city whatsoever. We need to make sure people go through as many tolls as possible. Yeah, no, I hate it.
See if I can. So when you mentioned like dumb traffic laws, I was sitting there thinking all day, like, what is another dumb fucking law? Like, and speaking of crosswalks, because I see it all the time out here in Georgia. Crosswalk right here, people crossing the street right here. Why is jaywalking a fucking law? Like, who gives a shit if they're walking here and not over here? They get hit by a fucking car, that's their own damn fault. Like,
Yeah.
I'm only required to stop at these fucking crosswalks. So like, why is jaywalking illegal? Do you know?
I have a feeling it may be illegal because if you see in other countries to where jaywalking isn't illegal, like say for like a busy road in India or something like that, it's nothing but like wall to wall stopped traffic and people walking through the whole time. I don't know if maybe that's the reason.
But why would it be
Realistically, I don't feel like.
a ticketed offense here in America though?
But I couldn't really tell you.
Like,
I don't know if it's to prevent something like that from happening or not. All I know
so like,
is if there's no one around and I don't take a crosswalk and a cop sees me, I shouldn't get punished for walking.
like, hey, we're gonna charge you for being. I know there's nobody here, and the cop's been sitting here for 15 minutes and not a fucking car is driven by. But hey, I'm gonna give you a ticket for being unsafe. Like, what the fuck kind of sense does that make?
The only time I think you should get a ticket for jaywalking, quote unquote, is if you walk into oncoming traffic that you definitely knew was there. Because at that
Exactly,
point, like you are just like you should get a fine for being stupid.
Well, not only that, but you're endangering others if you were doing that. Like, that would make sense. Like, you're jaywalking, you're endangering others. But if I'm walking across the fucking street and there's not a goddamn crosswalk and it's not endangering, like, it's one-way traffic and I can clearly see there's nobody coming, why the fuck are you gonna ticket me? Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Because at this point, you're just, I mean, there is no civic danger here.
Right, but speaking, okay, so just fucking, I saw this on Facebook a while back. Seatbelt laws. I understand seatbelts are there to save your life. I have heard stories of where people said if they wore a seatbelt, they would have died in the accident they were in. Okay? Motorcycles clearly don't have seatbelts. I ride motorcycles. I used to ride motorcycles. Whatever. I own one now. It just sits in the driveway. You can ride a motorcycle. Clearly, like, and yes, I know, like, if I were to buy something from the fucking early 1900s that didn't come with seatbelts, I cannot be ticketed for not having a seatbelt.
Right, yeah.
But motorcycles nowadays obviously don't come with that because that doesn't make any fucking sense. But
there's no way to, like at that point, you don't want to be strapped to the gas tank.
Well, but you see what I'm getting at though? Like,
yeah,
why is seatbelt law so fucking, like, I can understand for the children in the back, like, let's get that out of the fucking way. Why is it so important that I wear my seat? If I fucking want to put myself in danger, let me put myself in danger.
I think That's kind of like give and take for me because I feel like in high traffic, high speed areas, a seatbelt law would make sense because I don't want someone flying out of their windshield and into the back of my sedan. But that's
But
more of a
like that.
self-preservation thing.
But like, yeah,
Um,
if they're flying through, like that's on them. Like, don't. I mean, obviously, I wear my fucking seatbelt everywhere. Like, I had a friend once who says the only
right.
law I know you break is speeding. I use my fucking turn signal. I
Yeah.
wear my fucking seatbelt. I don't drink and drive anymore ever. I've never done that. That's totally illegal. So I've never
Hang
done
on a
that.
minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah.
um, but like, so I wear my seatbelt. Like, physically, like, I get in the car, boom, seatbelt, start the car, seatbelt. Like, I will not put it in gear without attaching my seatbelt. But like, if somebody doesn't want to wear their seatbelt, don't they? Like, it shouldn't be another finable offense that they're like, leave it. If they want to die in a car accident, let them fucking die. Darwinism exists for a fucking
Yes.
reason. You want to
Honestly,
drink bleach? Go fucking drink bleach. Who am I to fucking stop you?
which is interesting because actually, they uh, uh, not to be dark and morbid, but suicide is also illegal, which is interesting because I don't know how you would make that a punishable offense.
Yeah, who's like, who
This
you
individual
fucking?
committed suicide. Quick, let's be. Oh, hang on a minute.
But let's give him shit. A ticket's not gonna work. The big fine. No. Find the family? Nah, they're already going through something. Yeah, like
Oh,
who
oh no,
decided
the
this?
government finds the family as it is with how expensive funerals are.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Like, yeah, like I think okay. So my mother-in-law passed recently, and she got cremated, and that was still, I want to say, about a few $1,000. And I get it. Like, there's a lot more that goes into it than most people actually put thought into. But like,
Yeah.
if I die, throw me in the fucking creek behind my house. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, don't waste money getting me burned, getting me buried, fucking all that bullshit. Like, find a couple pictures of me if you're lucky, put it on a slideshow, drink beer, have a good time. Remember the good times. Like, Moody, what are you staring at? Like, I'm staring at you, and you're staring at God only knows what.
It's that 1,000 yard stare directly into my main monitor. Because this
Oh,
is
see,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
my main monitor is like I'm staring at you like I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
So I don't
Sometimes
know what that
I
looks like
look
on
over.
camera.
No, it looks fine, I guess. I'm just staring over here because I'm just like, I have the main over here, and since I'm recording, I like get nervous and check on it every once in a while to make sure
Yeah, I
nothing's
mean,
broken halfway through.
remember, this is somebody might watch this one day, so they want to be able to see that what we're doing. We got to be fucking anim. Yeah, see, fucking no, you got to do the upside down ones. My hands don't work like that anymore.
I don't.
No, like the remember when you were a kid, fucking Batman.
Good
Yeah,
evening,
exact.
Senor.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. Uh,
what the fuck?
anyways, yeah.
Hold on, hold on.
Uh,
Apparently, my watch heard me. Okay, I added it. Let me know if you'd like to add a time or location. Reminders when you're a kid. Like, oh, no. Okay, so I scrolled up. Remember when you're a kid. Okay, I added it. Let me know.
what kind of depressing thing is that? You get...
And then it pinged my location to remind myself when I was a kid, when I'm at my house.
you get home after work every day and you're like, oh, what a wonderful day to be depressed.
Oh, shit, I'm an
This is
adult
great.
now. Fuck.
what a
Like,
way
it's
to.
okay, so like, because I recently got a fucking Apple. Well, what the fuck? Okay, so nothing's going on, but obviously it's trying to pick
That
up
is
something.
actually, yeah, no, cameras like that infrared sensor. You can't see it on Androids very much because the
Androids,
Androids stay off, but it's
yeah.
there.
Um, so I haven't set Siri up on my phone, but I've set it up on my watch, which I don't understand. I don't I don't know how I feel about iPhones or Apple products. Like, they're nifty. Like, look at this fucking Ultra right here. Love this watch. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. Look, it tells me where the moon's at or the sun's at. Oh shit, hold on.
Hey, it's Messenger. I
It
would
is.
show you something on my Samsung watch that I bought from Matt, but it's currently out of battery because I forgot to charge
Hold
it.
on. Hold on. I gotta read this.
Look who's not
I
looking at the camera anymore, huh?
no, it's because okay. So I have a different group chat. It's me and my wife and a friend of ours
Yeah,
that you know they're married to.
right.
Uh, Let me see. Obviously, I'm not going to put a lot of information because it is very personal. But let me see. So our friend is a lawyer. So the entire time
Ooh.
she's like, tell him to go to my legal counsel. But you have to know who she is. Like she's an insurance lawyer.
Oh,
So
okay.
like so it's funny like my legal counsel because you hear a lawyer and like oh god a fucking lawyer like no.
Not that kind of lawyer.
Not that kind. I mean, they're fun to hang out with. We go out, hang out with them all the time.
Yeah.
It's the only friend I have. Sad day. I'm just getting moody.
Oh man. I'll drink for that.
Yeah, I don't have any friends.
I'm not gonna lie. This is good. This is
The only
real
okay,
good.
so the only problem with those is the high sugar content.
It is
So,
a lot of sugar.
okay, I don't. You remember last week the jalapeno beer?
Yeah, yeah.
No hangover. You can drink a
Okay.
fucking 6 pack of these, no fucking hangover.
Not bad.
Greatest shit ever. Because usually, when we game, Fridays and Saturday nights, I'll drink,
Yeah.
up to like 6 beers, all varying from this to this size, whatever.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll hit up maybe like
Or
5
if
or
I can
6.
normal. And so this past weekend when I drank some, I was like, "Fuck, man! Like I'm gonna have a hangover from hell, and I gotta do. I don't know what I fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know my own life, and I live it. Woke up in the morning.
Perfectly fine.
You would have, you would have never guessed I drank. Like, and it was amazing. So,
Sounds good.
to those of you fucking watching, sugar-free beers. Okay, so we're going with another one. You ready for this?
Yeah, well,
I like this because Anonymous a couple years back. Huge fans of Anonymous. Dark Messenger.
oh,
Like pretty.
congratulations. You are going to drink the movie V for Vendetta right now.
So this is a vanilla porter brewed with vanilla beans.
Oh, okay.
From Magnanimous Brewing.
Careful, you say beans too
Um,
much, Matt's going to show up.
Matt will appear.
Yes.
Magnanimous people have no vanity, they have no jealousy, and they feed on the true and the solid wherever they find it. And what is more, they find it everywhere. That is a quote by Van Wyck Brooks,
Oh,
right here on the can. And this is Dark Messenger is a vanilla porter that relies on classic malt character and vanilla to deliver a soft and enjoyable expression of coffee, dark chocolate, and vanilla. It finishes slightly dry, leaving behind a subtle kiss of vanilla.
subtle kiss.
I'm excited for this though because like I love coffee. I drink like 8 to 10 cups of coffee a day. Dark chocolate,
God.
like I love dark. Like I will. I'm not a sweets person, so like dark chocolate is
Yeah.
like if you want just a little sweet. I like real like that fucking
Uh,
70%.
if I'm going for chocolate, dark chocolate is the way to go for me. I just like dark chocolate's better than any other to me. It's just the way to.
Like the fucking like I said, the 70% dark. This is 6% alcohol. I've had 90%. Let me tell you, would not recommend. I don't know what my fucking hair is doing right now. Like, but
Your hair is fucking fine, you nitwit. You should have seen
uh,
mine yesterday. Mine was like it was going whoa, all the way up.
but you see, like I'm the attractive one in this podcast, so I got to maintain my looks.
You look like you're off of you look like you're off of Full House. Just slow down.
Fucking John Stamos. When my hair was
Yes,
longer, like
yeah.
those first like
That's
four
what I was
episodes
going
of the
for.
fucking
Yeah.
podcast, yeah.
You popped on your
The,
camera, Mr. Stamos. What are you doing out of San Francisco? Like,
See, I was going for and if anybody that ever finds my fucking Facebook, like summer 2019, I had the shittiest facial hair, and my hair was as long as it's ever been in my fucking I can't say my fucking life. 18 years old, which nobody will ever find those. I can't even find those pictures. 18 years old, down to my shoulders.
Damn.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine you with that
No,
long of hair.
and it's funny though. So growing up, my stepdad would shave my head all the time because he was a cheap motherfucker. You know, he's dead now. Fuck that guy. Shaved my head because he was cheap. So
Yeah.
I moved out, grew my hair out, joined the military, and then everybody's like, "Oh man, they're gonna shave your head. You're gonna lose all your hair." So to me, I was like, I'm used to not having hair. Like I don't give a fuck.
They're gonna shave your head. What are you gonna do? And you're just like, go back to normal.
Yeah, like
What's the problem?
okay, so like right now, I don't know, 145 pounds. Like right now, when I joined basic training, I think I was like 100 pounds. So imagine a much like skinnier version of me now. Went to tech school. I had a roommate, and I was like, "Hey, let's bick my head." Okay, so you see me now. Obviously, no facial hair in the military.
Right.
None of this beauty, and you see these big ass fucking ears? Like, yeah, fucking. And I did that throughout all of tech school, and everybody's like, trigger warning. They're like, "You look like you just came out of the Holocaust."
Just came in the hug. Oh my god. Oh, that does sound like something you'd hear.
And I heard that so often because, like, okay, so when you go through MEVs in the Air Force, you have to lift 70 pounds over your head. I was all of 70 pounds when I graduated high school. Long story, not gonna fucking bring the mood down here. Almost couldn't do it. And the guy's like, "No, you gotta stand this way, fucking lift this way, get it over your head." Fucking managed to do it. Like, so imagine 70-pound Derek over here with a fucking razored fucking head.
And now imagine a second 70-pound Derek in the same situation, lifting the first one over his head.
Fucking like God, like looking back on it, what an embarrassing moment for me. Because 18-year-old kids, 19, what fucking, I think I was 18 when I joined the military. Like 18-year-old kids were like, "Yeah, I played fucking football in high school. Like I'm used to fucking doing chicks over my head all the time." Like, woo! And I'm like, I can't. This box of 12 dozen donuts is too heavy. Like,
I feel that. I'm not a stick anymore, surely not. But like when I was in high school, I was just a little like I could like now, even down here and up here. I mean, it's still not great. I don't have all
what?
that muscle, but like
Okay, so I am still a small man.
I am being aroused right now. No,
Yeah, you is.
up until like I don't know, probably 2019 or 2020, I could get both of these fingers around all the way up here.
But you see, like 20, that's not fair. 2020, everybody was inside eating and not doing shit.
Oh no, but I mean, like it was like that for my entire life up until that point.
And yeah, and then you gained weight, so now you can like. I mean, like my big old jerk off muscles right here. I just fucking can't do it. Also,
Hang on a minute.
before,
Yeah, they work pretty good.
yep, the emotions there. Before, okay, so this, if you can find this, and you anybody who's watched up until this point, and Sam made a good point. What was it, CBT, or was it our last podcast? Most of the shit I have drank has been god awful, right?
I think it was the last podcast, but yeah, pretty much everything that you have brought on here, you're like, you gave up on it.
This,
So,
if you like coffee, if you like chocolate coffee with that hint of vanilla, and I feel like there's probably a Starbucks drink or whatever fuck people drink these days. I don't know. I drink my coffee black like a fucking
I think
a
they
man.
call that a mocha, sir.
Okay, so you drink that foo-foo bullshit then.
I sure do. Iced coffee, my friend. I actually don't drink it that often because I just I
I
get
drink.
my caffeine from Dr Pepper.
Yeah, I wish I can get my caffeine from Dr. Pepper. I drink 2 cups when I wake up in the morning. When I get to work, I got a big ass mug that I drink 2 of almost every single day. And if it's about 3 cups, I think 3 to 4 cups of coffee in, drink 2 of those when I get to work. This though, Magnanimous Brewing. If any of you ever come across this podcast, delicious, great job. Send me some more.
And
Send Moody some. Like, I can buy this. Moody, you probably can't. This is a Florida. You might actually
I might be able to get my hands on it.
go. I'll send you a picture of it. Try to find this. You might actually like this. Like this is delicious.
You might be right. It might be something I'd enjoy. Also, for our next subject, Derek and how he needs to go to the bathroom 7 times before lunch. With all that damn coffee in your body.
Oh, so yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't tell you that today. So no, like, so I obviously working. I mean, I don't obviously. I work in a fucking office. And the AC vent is pretty much like where my AC vent is in my office. I turn it up to 72 in the morning because I'm the first one in there. Like, and no, that's not me. I'm the first one in, last one out. Like, I get there 30 minutes before everybody else because that's my fucking schedule. So I turn it up to 72. Comfortable for the office. Somebody came in today. Their office was too fucking hot. Turn that motherfucker down to 69. And
I'm obligated to say nice.
I was
sound nice.
I was waiting for it. So you got to think. Imagine this is my hot coffee right here. Actually, hold on, because you'll appreciate. I don't actually know what I did with it. I had a mug that I don't have over there. It was on the other side of my computer.
Oh.
so my coffee mug sits here. AC vent up here. 69 degrees. So it's blowing. My coffee gets fucking cold, and I piss literally probably 7 times before lunch. Because when it's cold and I'm sitting stationary for whatever fucking reason, I gotta piss all the goddamn time. So that's why I had to do a double take.
Because that's even more warm leaving your body. At the
I was like, please no. God, like, and I hate feeling like
snuggie so you can bring it to work.
I've got to. And what's funny though is I wear the what are they called? It's not a hoodie because there's not a hood attached to it, but it's not a pullover because you zip it. What is it called?
Like,
it's not a jacket.
What are you talking about? Like, okay, so you zip it, but does it zip all the way down or
only no, it's all the way up and down.
It's all the way down, but it's not like a vest, is it?
No, it's a full.
Like it's a full. So it's just a. I'm gonna be honest. I just called those jackets.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it's just a fucking jacket.
I don't know.
The jacket for my old company, and I sit there and if I get too cold, I put that shit on, like represent. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck that job.
Wait, did it have that like that slick surface on the outside, like a windbreaker almost? Or?
No, it's pure cloth. Like
okay, all right. Oh, yeah,
like we're
call that a jacket personally.
I guess so. Like we're not well versed in fucking fashion. Like.
No.
It is a zip-up hoodless hoodie. Like, fuck that.
A hoodless hoodie. Yes, perfect.
Wonderful I was going to say, name of the podcast, Hoodless Hoodie, because people are going to be like, what the fuck?
Hoodless hoodie.
Write that down.
Write that down. Yeah, I don't think we can market that to a designer. All right, it's a hoodie, but there ain't no hood on it. We call it a hoodless hoodie.
It's got a zipper. But it's not it's a fucking what the fuck is a cardigan actually? Like without googling it, what the fuck is a cardigan?
Oh, look at me! I don't know these things. These are beyond my realm.
Like also, is a pullover the one that half zips or like partial, like, or is a pullover like you see?
I think a pullover's the one that's just got like the half zip. Does that make sense? Because you have to pull it over your head.
So then a sweater has no zipper.
Correct. A sweater does not have a zipper.
No, I mean, obviously I know a sweater doesn't have a zipper, but it's like anything that doesn't have a zipper that you pull over your head, is that a sweater? But if it has a zipper that goes halfway, is it a pullover?
I would consider that a pullover. And this is coming from someone that doesn't know the definition of a pullover, because I look at things and buy them based on whether I like it or not, and not whatever they're called. So
Say like things that you pull. I don't like that. I mean, obviously, fucking t-shirts like or shirts. I'll pull over my fucking head, but like outer garments,
I was
I
about to say it's different because it's like this is an inner garment. Okay, all right.
yeah, like because it's not. I mean, not even an inner. It's not even an undergarment. Like I'll walk around with my fucking my t-shirt covered in paint. Look at that. What's up?
Yeah,
But
baby.
but I won't buy something to keep me warm that I have to pull over my head because
Yeah, I get that.
it's weird to me.
It's inconvenient.
That too, you take it off and now suddenly you're taking your shirt off. You're showing the world you're
It's
fucking.
just like, especially at work now, because like it depends on the night. Some nights it can be hot, so you don't really want to have much on, and some nights it'll just be freezing. It just depends on how humid it is outside. You can't really anticipate it.
Hold
And
on,
it's
give me one sec. I gotta mute myself.
anywho.
Sorry, somebody came to my door and was knocking, and we're recording, so that does not work.
Okay.
Um,
Interesting enough, Discord did not pick up the knock.
no, it was a light knock. He's
Okay.
been knocking, and for those of you who might watch this, it was my oldest son knocking for whatever fucking reason. Like the entire basement that I have is he lives down here, fully furnished basement, so people don't think I'm putting my fucking kid in a dungeon.
I do like the fingerprint lock that you have.
Yes.
Like I need me one of those.
Yeah, so the fingerprint lock came because well preteens, you can never trust fucking preteens.
Oh.
So my wife's office has one that's on the second story. I have one down here because anybody who I don't know if I've ever shown my PC or talked about my PC in previous podcasts.
I think
Pretty
you
much
talked about it. We haven't seen
top of the line fucking PC. You can't get much better. Um, for gaming purposes. So I don't want anybody able to get my beer or get my computer. It costs probably what what do you say, 3 to 5 thousand to replace my PC?
Probably so. I want to say. And
Yeah,
yeah, it can run Crisis at least 20 FPS, so we're doing good.
I should fucking
It's
try
annoying too.
that.
You should. I should
The
re-download the original Crisis and see what it's like.
fucking people who are nerds should appreciate that fucking joke.
Yes, most
Um,
people nowadays may not know it anymore, which is upsetting.
It is upsetting, but no, we had a key and we kept moving the location of the key, and it just wasn't convenient. So my wife and I installed fingerprint locks, which are like I think like 20-30 bucks on Amazon.
I don't know. I
So
mean, they're
like
not terrible nowadays. The tech has been
they're
made
they're
quite cheap.
they're super cheap. So we picked up a couple of those, and our master bedroom has them too. Now it doesn't make sense because the fucking we with the 3 cats, our fucking litter boxes are in our bedroom or in our bathroom. So having a fingerprint lock on our master doesn't make sense anymore. But highly recommend fingerprint locks, 20-30 bucks on Amazon, which I don't have the box for them anymore, or else I would. Not sponsored. We are not sponsored. We may never be sponsored because we curse too much.
Yeah. Hey,
Even
we at least wait the 30 seconds.
okay,
Sometimes.
so speaking of okay, so I don't know if you have ever heard of him, Joe Santagato.
I probably
Uh,
poke fun to his face.
he apparently he got big, did a lot of fucking stupid videos. He calls him stupid. I'm not calling him stupid. He's the host of the Basement Yard. I don't know if you heard of that. So he was talking way back when that which we need to look up the rules. YouTube is saying that
Yeah,
if you
they
curse
changed
at
it.
all in your videos, you're demonetized.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up because I really don't know. I really don't know if they've changed it or not. I know YouTube updates their terms of service once a week, practically.
But I
That
mean,
is an exaggeration, but it does change quite often.
and it changes. And for our faithful viewers, Yex, this is a call out for you.
Yeah.
Um, like we're not. The intention of this podcast isn't to make a shit. It's not even to make money. It's just to
Honestly,
fucking shoot the shit, like, and
I
just get
will
away,
be
like, separate ourselves from everything.
I will be happy to have it as an archive of our stupidity. So in 20 years from now, I can go, huh? I really did do that. Why? You know,
And like one day, like
really good.
I'd love to fucking have like an actual like serious episode because the reason I wanted to start a podcast is because I wanted to write a book, but people don't read books anymore. And I know that I would never get myself to sit down and try to write a book. So that's why I wanted to start a podcast. And I was like, you know what? I want to do it with some of my closest friends, which is obviously you, Matt, and Sam.
Yeah, I mean, like
And
podcasts will probably stay around for. Honestly, they'll probably be around for as long as human existence is around. If I'm honest.
I think that's a new thing. Like people just want to hear normal shit. I want to hear like obviously I don't want to be biased, but like I would listen to us on the way to work because we're just a bunch of normal fucking people. Like we play games, we have normal jobs, we work odd shifts, we hate our jobs, like fucking we drink beer and we try new
It's literally
things.
just
Like
it's just like another day. I mean, that's it, and which is
it's
good
just
because you don't
so
need this. You don't need a bunch of fancy baited acting to get people interested in a podcast. Does it help for some people with, I guess, shorter attention spans? Not knocking anybody, but yes, it does garner interest, especially if it has a good thumbnail. But at the end of the day, me personally, if I'm watching something, I don't want over exaggerated responses to stuff all the time.
exactly.
I just want people to have genuine reactions to shit.
You
If the
want real,
genuine
like
reaction happens to be an extravagant reaction, that just makes it better because it's not done all the time. You don't get stale to it. So if somebody legit drops the back of their chair in the middle of the podcast and everybody starts cackling like hyenas, it's actually pretty fucking funny. So
no, and I'm with you on that one, and I feel like people go into things with the wrong intentions, and I don't want to go
yeah,
fucking too deep, but like listening to the Basement Yard, fucking and Joe Santagato, like fucking super successful dude. Mad props to him. Like I look up to him. He's younger than me, and I look up to him. Um, he pretty much just says just don't go into it wanting to make money because you'll fail pretty much.
yeah,
I'm
because
not going. I'm not going into this trying to make money. I just like I said, like hell, you said it even better than I did. Fucking an archive, like in 20 years, we're all friends. We're like guys, like we're all gonna get together for which. Remind me to follow up here shortly. In 20 years, we all fucking meet up for a fucking beer and a steak or whatever. Like, guys, y'all remember this? And we fucking go through our shit, and it's awesome. Like, if that's what we do, I'm fucking happy with it.
yeah, my guy, the reunion episode. Let's go.
Which fucking I kind of want to wait till Thursday, but at the same time, like I love this idea. I talked to the wife about it already. But like, pretty much. Long story short, live, fucking not live episode where we're all together.
Yeah, like an in person episode. Yeah.
An in person fucking episode. But since Japan is a fucking few years away, in person episode in Arizona.
Probably, yeah.
Not anytime this year. I know it's already
Well, yeah,
July,
no,
or
I mean,
it's already July.
I've already pretty much planned out the rest of the year, and
No,
even
I
if it
know
is August right now,
it's
um,
July.
I'm sure it is. No, no, legit though, my schedule is already scheduled out until halfway through October.
No, I mean,
So
it's fucking for those yucks listening. Next year, I still need to talk to actually Sam's the only one. Um, like what y'all did when y'all all went to Arizona and didn't fucking invite me, assholes. Oh, we mentioned it in Discord, but that's not a fucking invite. No, Derek, you're invited to come is a fucking invite. Thanks, dick.
in our defense, to be fair, we didn't invite anybody. We just invited ourselves
That doesn't make sense.
because we're all just like, hey, anybody want to get together? And everyone said yes. Was like, okay, cool. And then Aaron was like, okay, I'm showing up too. And then who else? Yex was like, well, it's not Japan, but I'm flying into your house. And we're like, okay, bet. And he just showed up.
See,
That is it.
that's a motherfucker I want to meet. Fucking Australian yaks.
Seeing
That's
him we went to a steakhouse and I watched him walk up to all of they had a display with all the different types of steaks that you could order from it, and he walked out of the waiting line. He's like, hold my spot. He walked over to the display and just stared at it, salivating. He's like, holy shit.
this is America. Like I'd love to meet yaks in person.
Oh yes,
Like
he is a card in person for real.
so we need to make it where I don't know how fucking Australian PTO fucking works, but like we need to make sure that he can be there because I want to meet that motherfucker.
Yes.
Like and it would only be for a couple days. Let's say a Thursday to a fucking Sunday. Fly in on Thursday, leave on a Sunday. Nothing crazy like y'all did last time. No fucking LA or San Diego or fucking.
I'm gonna be honest. Like the only reason why we went to LA is because we wanted to see the boat, the Iowa.
You know what?
Otherwise,
Google
we
it.
would not have gone to LA. No, it's different.
No
being
fucking.
there.
No fucking. Just fucking Google it, bro. Just fucking Google
We
it,
got,
man.
but you can Google it. But what you can't do is try to find the bathroom and then accidentally get lost because you went down a hallway that wasn't supposed to be open and get 3 bulkheads back before you realize there's nothing back here except for old shit. Can't do that on Google, can you?
See, like you can't. You got me there. See, my thing is like I like to go places to eat. I mean, looking at me, you can't fucking tell. I love fucking food. Like,
Food's
not literally stick. Not fucking American Pie, the first one.
Which, interestingly enough, you know what? I tell you what, not Arizona. I bet we could go to St. Louis, foodie capital of the states, my guy.
See, okay,
We all
so
show up there or something like that.
so
We have to
see, like
discuss that with everybody because that's a
we'd have to. Okay, so I feel like the issue is like me, you, and Matt. Okay with it. Who's the fourth man?
Oh yes,
Hence why I was like Arizona might work because of the fourth man.
yeah. Because I don't know if he'd be able to secure the time off.
I mean, even still, like if fuck it, why the fuck not? Like and listening to, and I hate bringing it up, like I love this podcast. Highly recommend anybody listening to the Basement Yard. Like every year they go to Vegas. Obviously, like Vegas, I couldn't fucking do Vegas. Like I as anxious as I am, I can't do that many people, but. Fucking, let's throw something fucking out there. St. Louis, let's fucking eat food. Like, I just want to eat fucking food.
And
Good food.
You know what food makes me? Comfortable.
Comfortable.
Food makes me come. Yeah. Pass that one past the censor. Oh wait, the censor's me. I'm gonna let it pass. Oops.
Yeah, editor.
Whoopsie.
But
I'm doing a good job.
I usually don't. Just fucking just post our shit. I mean, the only thing that needs to be edited is CBT.
Yeah,
This
that's gonna have some bleeps in it. Not gonna lie.
there was a couple bad jokes in there made by yours truly.
By
Yeah,
a couple of ours, truly.
Well, I made a very terrible one, which I will not mention here. Moody, where the fuck did you go?
I'm getting my bottle opener.
So, but this, fucking, and since this is my idea, and I'm executive decision, bitches. Because we need to catch up on podcast, post the next one.
I was gonna post the next one.
Post the next one Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, so you don't want it tomorrow
Because
you want it.
no, I want it Saturday. I want to pretty much as we do episodes, we put them out for the fucking people to listen to like and subscribe. I'm just kidding. I'm not that person. I don't give a fuck if you like.
I wanted to have like a couple in the pipeline that I can edit and take out. Just that way, if we don't film, because at some point all of us are going to have like a shit week, and we're not going to be able to film 1 week. So
listen,
I just want to have a couple extra in the pipeline.
I think if we're one ahead. I got burps.
We're pretty much right now. We're like technically like 1.5 ahead, so we're kind of okay right now where we're at. By posting Saturday, we will be fine.
Yeah, we can do. I mean, I want to be able to just throw it out there. anyways, we won't talk business because of our. I'm starting to spend, so.
You had a little bit to drink. Yeah.
You got to think I'm only like 15% in, so
15%.
it's also like 10:13 here, so I'm like it is about my bedtime. I got to get up at 5 o'clock. Okay, so let's be fair. Like, so the alarm goes off at 5:15. I get up at 5:20. It is my final week of school before I run out of money and don't get my bachelor's degree. So I got to be up at 5:20 in the morning to finish my final assignment for my negotiation and conflict resolution class. Let me tell you how much I'm not looking forward to this assignment. It is the most bullshit assignment. Like, tell me the best part of this textbook that you liked. Give me one page. And now there's other textbook. Tell me what you liked about it. Give me one page. And then the Bible. Like,
Out of curiosity, did the particular individual that is telling you to see what part was your favorite out of the textbooks, did he write the textbooks?
oh no, this it was just like here's the assignment. Like,
Oh, okay, all right. I was
yeah,
about to say,
no.
that sounds like somebody that that's almost akin to Googling yourself. It's telling people to rate your own textbook.
I mean, yeah, God, like end of course survey. Like, you all suck. Like, who fucking reads
Yes.
that? Like I thought my professor was cool. Like, he's a dick. I'm just kidding. He is my professor, because I won't name names, will never watch this, and that's okay. But I may not pass this class, but that's okay because I'm gonna be 3 classes short of my bachelor's. But that's okay because I'm gonna be in the same position I am for the rest of my life. I'm going to the max. What the fuck? Why?
You can
Hold on.
always come back to it later. Anyways, so.
Oh, hold on. Wife messaged me. Why? It is 10:15 and my wife is going to our friend's house. I mean, they live all of a minute down the street, but like
I probably
10:15.
asked for something. What, do you have an ingredient in your fridge that they don't?
Wait, well, okay, so you laugh. You know how neighbors are like, can you bring me a cup of sugar? Like
Yeah.
the other day, they asked for some milk, and my wife brought them some milk. And then today they asked for some bread for a sandwich.
Your neighbors sound like they are going through a rough time.
No, it was just because they hadn't gone to the grocery store yet, so they just needed some bread. And like by the time we got there, her husband went to the store, which is like 5 minutes down the street, and got some bread.
I'm just saying it would have been hilarious if they asked for milk one day and then the next day they asked for a little bit of cereal. So,
Yeah, like you got any cereals or? Hold on, what the fuck here? Hold on. Hold on.
oh man.
Oh man. So I think it is time to end this podcast because my watch set itself to sleep mode. Because
We
10
are
o'clock is my bedtime.
we are at about the hour mark, give or take.
Good.
Timer says there. So
Um,
I think we have had a wonderful podcast
it,
episode.
it, it was a great podcast with the two of us, and I need to go see what the fuck happened while I was down here.
Yes, it sounds like your house is in disarray, and it's time for you to put it in order, sir.
So we'll do like last time. In order to find us, you can find me on Discord at Inked Gandhi, Ghandii. And Moody, where can they find you?
You can also find me on Discord at capital ODST Moody. Just the M in Moody is capital, no spaces.
Cool. And yeah, we'll get this fucking up and running soon.
It has been wonderful speaking with you all. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, morning, and or other time of day.
Peace.